Hello, everybody. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. I hope your Easter weekend was delightful. Meteorology, well, it's going to keep us busy this week. We'll have some sun, but some chances of rain as well. Details are coming up in your forecast right
Now,
now.
a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, let's get started with the next 24 hours, shall we? As we head out of the weekend where we had a windy but delightful Easter Sunday here across the valley. If you do have a comment, if you do have a question, let me know. Feeling a little bit under the weather, so I'll ask your apologies for my raspy voice, but we'll just carry on. Here's a look at what's going on with the forecast map as we go into the start of our week. Morning conditions will be quiet, but there's a low pressure system developing out in the Rocky Mountains of Montana and Wyoming. Now in the elevated terrain, there'll be some snow showers there, but for us, we see an exiting storm system that is bringing severe and has brought severe weather to the central plains and out to the east for the last 24 hours. So as we set this into motion, as we go into our Monday midday, rain showers and rumbles of thunder in eastern Montana, we're talking Miles City, Glendive, Sydney, will be stretching across the border and to western parts of North Dakota and the Black Hills. For us, we'll be quiet. The wind will not be as strong as it was today with the exit of this bad boy right over here. So that means our conditions will be much quieter and we'll even see some sun, but there will be increasing clouds in our western counties, central North Dakota, the James River Valley. Now, as we head into your afternoon hours, that's when the showers and rumbles of thunder will push into central parts of North Dakota. That's right, I said rumbles of thunder. There'll be a chance of a couple of thunderstorms with this, but much needed rain right where we need it. Western North Dakota, eastern Montana is where this system looks to focus much of its precipitous precipitation. Then, for us, our chance will be in the evening hours. Clouds will be increasing, as will a southerly wind and southeasterly wind. It'll be a mild day here in the valley as well. Our chance of rain will increase in the James River Valley after 8 p.m., in the Red River Valley after 10 to midnight, as showers and thunderstorms move through. Notice a trek of this is off to the east and north as we go through the overnight hours and into your Tuesday. So our rain chances in Fargo will most likely be overnight, in Lakes Country overnight, and in northern Minnesota overnight. The northeastern quadrant of North Dakota will see the most prolonged rainfall amounts and chances as we go through those nighttime hours. And I have a friend here who wants to say Happy Easter. Say Happy Easter, Pedro. All right, well, this is the lovely part of working from your home studios here at Hutch's Weather. Check this out. Carrying you into Tuesday morning, we'll have some soggy conditions out there with some heavy rain moving through the Twin Cities. Look what's going on in Manitoba. Cold air sweeping in behind the system. Here's a backside cold front that'll work its way in. That'll bring a chance for some flaky weather. Darlene, thanks for watching. Look at that mess north of the border. That's right. That is a mess up there. That's a shaggy dog mess right there. It's time to take this puppy to the groomers. Now, it won't last long as we go through the day. That's not going to bring snow to our area. Maybe the oil patch, though, if you're in places like Scooby, Plentywood, or Crosby, North Dakota, you may have a flake mixing in. Otherwise, most of the rain from this event will be out of here. I will say that now we won't have a lot of wind. Notice the lack of isobars with this system as it moves through. This is more a warm front system, so it will not be a cold day as we go into your Tuesday, but in northern parts of northern Montana and northwestern North Dakota, it will be cooler. So that's a look at what we have going on there. We're going to take a look at your forecast. Then we'll look at the now radar, where we actually have tornadoes that have been reported on this Easter Sunday. For your overnight into your Monday morning, expect temperatures to be near 40 degrees. Decreasing wind from around 20 overnight to around 10 by morning. Southeasterly direction keeping things warm. Most areas in the upper 30s to around 40 degrees. How about low to mid 40s in places like Hallock and Grand Forks? Your Monday afternoon, as you're heading out the door, on your way home in that 4 to 5 o'clock hour, your sunset, first of all, 8:24 p.m., and it looks like a temperature of kissing 70 degrees. That's right, the hot spot right here in the eastern third of North Dakota. So from Valley City, Jamestown, Devils Lake, Michigan, all the way up into the Cavalier area, we're going to see mid to upper 60s out there. Look at the cool pool out to the west. That's where those showers will be punching their way in. A quick look at what we have going on for the remainder of the week, a sneak peek, if you will. 57 and 34 are average highs and lows this time of year. Look at those records. punching 100 burger. That's right. And record lows can still get pretty cold. You see an 18 above my noggin. But for your day, on Monday, warm, increasing clouds late. Then I anticipate we're going to see our temperatures take a little bit of a setback with the rain showers coming in the morning and the heating half of the day. After that, the evening will be pretty good. We'll be back up to near 60 degrees again. Wednesday, cold high pressure moves in behind this system. We'll see temperatures, though, still above average, near 60 degrees. Another chance of some spotty showers. To me, it looks to be south and mainly in South Dakota, but I'll keep you posted on that. 57 degrees with another chance of some much needed rain. Then we've got spiffy Friday, even more spiffy on Saturday, and look at that, super duper spiffy on Sunday. So we're going to go through a couple of hitches in the giddy up, but then it gets spiffy, super spiffy, and mighty spiffy as we go through. Now, let's take a look, as promised, at what's going on now. And again, if you do have a question, thanks so much for watching. Happy Easter to all of you. Nathan, thanks for watching. Simon, thanks for watching. Clarine, thanks for watching. And Rebecca, looking forward to a good thunderstorm in Can-Do, and says hi to you, Pedro. All right, Pedro says hi right back. Let's check out this radar. Thanks so much for all of your support. Now let's take a peek at that radar, and let's go ahead and look at what's going on across the nation right now. Now, up and down the Mississippi Valley, we have rain showers working their way through Minnesota. As we go into Madison, Wisconsin, it starts getting heavy. Now we have a lot of areas in Illinois where we have active watches. The red boxes are a tornado watch just outside of Joliet, Illinois, as we head into the evening hours. This is only in effect for the next 5 hours. That's right, 5 hours. Then going out east of St. Louis, where we have flood warnings, flood watches, and flash flood warnings all the way down to Little Brock and Pine Bluff. This is a tornado watch that is in place. So tornado watch is in place down there as well. And we do have very heavy rain and thunderstorms moving through places like Bloomington, Springfield, heading towards Urbana, and that's what's going on right now. Now, as we take a look at another radar here, I'll go ahead and switch this over. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one and switch it over to the radar here. Pardon me. So as these storms are working their way off to the east, what we're noticing is we do have some tornado reports not far from Davenport here. A tornado was reported by a trained spotter outside of the area near Davenport. Southeast of Osborne is where that particular tornado was. Now, this line of thunderstorms is still quite strong. There are no active severe thunderstorm warnings with it, but a lot of very heavy rain from Charleston through Springfield, Mount Vernon as well. Now, these are exiting St. Louis right now, but we do have a severe thunderstorm warning outside of Carbondale, heading into Benton right now. So this is a hail-producing storm, and likely with some wind as well. Remember, there is a tornado watch in this particular area. So as we head in toward the 10:10 Central Time frame, this one will be moving in towards Hannaford by about 10:17 and on towards the Carmi area by 10:54. So moving off to the east, that rate of movement is not too bad with this particular storm, and the main risk is going to be gusts of wind to 60 miles per hour and hail about 3/4 of an inch in diameter. Scott, watching from Williston, good to have you on board from the oil patch. Watch out for those Tuesday morning conditions where some wraparound flakes might mix into places to your north. I'm talking about up there in that Crosby area, north of Sydney. Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Look at this. We have a thunderstorm warning in the Boot Hill of Missouri going on right now. And this puppy here has that little bite taken out of the storm on this side. That's called a hook echo, and it's often associated with storms that may be rotating tightly. So we can take a closer look at a radar that's a little bit closer to Cape Girardeau, Missouri here. Let me load that up for you if you don't mind me taking just a bit of time here to switch over the products just a little bit. So we'll go ahead and grab a radar that's a little bit closer. How about Paducah? Here we go. Okay, so as this radar data loads, we'll see if in that area of the hook echo, just near the area, there it is, still showing up as the warned storm right here is exiting the warned area, is what it looks like. Now, is that rotating or not? Let's take a look at the straight out velocity from Paducah and see. And here we have some bright reds motion away from the radar and bright greens here. Outflow dominant coming around the backside is a outflow boundary here that's making its way through. But along that edge, where it's cutting into this updraft here, there is some evidence of spin north of Cape Girardeau. So that's a pretty dangerous storm right there as it's working its way off to the north and to the east right now at a clip of about 35 miles per hour. Now let's get down into a little bit farther points south. I'll go back to the more national radar composite because this goes all the way down into Arkansas down here. So as we look down east of Little Rock here, Pine Bluff, we have storms making their way over your area right now. The tornado watch does remain in effect. We have a lot of strong thunderstorms. So because it's in effect for the next 5 hours or so, that threat will remain in the overnight hours. We could have some nocturnal storms with some spin. The environment does have some rotation in it. But as we take a look at some of the products issued by the local National Weather Service outside of Little Rock here, this particular storm capable of 40-mile-per-hour winds and the hail about 1/4 of an inch in diameter. So the lift associated with these storms is not as impressive as it was maybe a little bit earlier in the day. So that's what's going on this Easter Sunday. These storms stretch all the way down towards Shreveport and all the way into areas north of the Houston Bay area right now. And that's what's going on. So one huge storm system across the nation's central plains, and then this little weather wiggle that's developing in Montana now that will move into our neck of the woods for tomorrow. That's a look at your forecast. If you have any questions, you can drop a comment. Otherwise, I hope you had a wonderful Easter. I know that we do have some wild weather and a review here for you showing that we definitely will have our ups and downs this week, but nothing too high and nothing too low. Tomorrow, Monday, will be the nicest as we go through. Watching from Fargo. John, good to have you on board. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. I sure appreciate you. Get out and enjoy. Southeast winds, not too bad. Increasing clouds. Nighttime rain in Fargo. Generally after around the 10 o'clock hour into the overnight, it'll be gone by mid-morning here, and we'll see rainfall amounts that could total upwards of 2/10 of an inch. Let me see if I can find that rainfall graphic because I did make it. There it is. Okay, so rainfall that you can count on here as we go through. We notice that some of those showers get pretty heavy in central North Dakota and out to the west. So we'll have many areas with 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch, maybe 1/2 of an inch of rain right where we need it most out west. That sneaks its way in. The storm gets a little bit more energy in the central part of the state. And this model here that I'm drawing these numbers off of is the European model, showing the best chance at some heavier, more soaking rain showers may very well be right in the smack dab center of the state. So just off east of Minot to areas east of the Bismarck area, could see some spots picking up 1/2 inch or even more of rain. And we got a soggy doggy out there, but this is including some of the precipitation they're getting today out in eastern parts of Minnesota. Scott says, I seen Williston may get a thunderstorm tomorrow. And indeed, that is the case, where we have a chance for some strong thunderstorm activity as these storms develop, and those could move into areas not far from Bismarck as well. So we'll take a look at one more model here because I think we have people joining at the end. So we'll go ahead and take another quick look at that forecast model here for the Northern Plains. This one just coming in, so I'll go back to the last one that goes out into tomorrow. Here we go. So as we go through most of the day, quiet. Now, in the morning hours here, we're looking at well, let's take a look at this. This is about 3 in the afternoon. Showers and thunderstorms out in parts of the western Dakotas will be stretching their way through. The best chance at showers and thunderstorms, according to this, will be a little closer to that area of low pressure that'll be working its way through South Dakota. Boom. The better chance of the heavier showers here, right in central parts of North Dakota. And up north, we have light rain showers and maybe a rumble of thunder will be taking place. What happens up north, though, that gets to be a little more interesting for you there, Scott, is the fact that we'll have the cold front starting to develop with colder air being pulled in on the backside of the system. You're going to start to see some of that precipitation start changing over to snow as we look into the Estevan area of Manitoba and Saskatchewan as we go into the afternoon. So that does look like a cold weather north wind system that's going to bring cold air scooping around the backside. And the time frame on this is Tuesday morning at about 10 a.m. So yes, mid-morning flakes, not out of the question, way up north of you in Williston, but still something to watch for with scattered sprinkles. That's the way the system will make its way through. So it starts Monday in the midday hours out in western North Dakota. By the evening, it arrives in eastern North Dakota, and then after that, it's all over. Scott, I'm not kidding you. Let me show you one other model just for giggles because we can't always trust what one model says. Here's another one that I like to turn to in times of analysis, and we'll take a look at what this one shows. And here we go with the low moving through rain showers as we go into the mid-morning hours out west. Heavier in central parts of the Dakotas right here than it will be out in the oil patch where it is much needed. Then cold air starts to develop as it gets scooped up from this low pressure system, bringing down temperatures And that means a chance for flakes, but we're talking more near Estevan than near you in Williston. Now, as it does wind its way southward, it looks like we'll have some cold rain showers with cool temperatures. And dare I say, I cannot rule out a flake will mix in, but both models seem to be pretty much on point with that. Again, meteorologist Hutch Johnson, appreciating you for uploading all of your photos over the weekend of a gorgeous weather weekend here. You can do so at hutchesweather.com. Tiffany shared so many photos from the lovely Comstock area out there as we just enjoyed some sun, a little bit of wind today, but all in all, spring is upon us and it has sprung. Scott says they can have it, the snowflakes. I get you. You can upload your photos at hutchesweather.com anytime, anywhere. It's a great stop for you to check out the interactive radar. Like right now, as this loads up, you're going to have a chance to take a look at some of the stronger thunderstorms that are pushing their way into parts of Illinois, including the Chicago area, Aurora, Illinois. A big old line of very wet, heavy thunderstorms making their way there. And thanks to all my fine sponsors. Visit their websites by clicking right here on their pages, like you see up at the top, like my friends at Luther Family Ford on the top line up here by my noggin. Hey, they have a special deal going on right now, and it's called employee pricing. Check it out. Go to the website, or do better yet, stop in, tell them Hutch sent you, and let them know that you're looking for a vehicle, and they can set you up with one heck of a deal that not only available to employees now, but you as well. All right, I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson, thanking you for watching Hutch's Weather. Have a wonderful evening. We'll talk again on your Monday, and I hope you had a marvelous Easter weekend.